Misunderstanding again. Welcome to another video, ladies and gentlemen. As of recording this video, I've just been off the back of Liverpool Comic-Con. My first time in Liverpool in general, and it was probably one of the best Comic-Cons I've ever been to. So for those who I met there, it was an absolute honor and a pleasure to meet all of you. I'll be coming back to a Comic-Con soon near you in the future, sometime or another. But it was great to meet everybody, so shout out to you guys. Now, into today's video. Misunderstandings are rife in this show. They're everywhere. You know, they're coarse, rough, and irritating. If you get that reference, comment down below. And they're everywhere. Now, I think there is a gap, a little window in between of where Robbie and Miguel are busy, where the context and nuance, let's see what I did there, cannot be delivered to Shawn as to why Kenny is the way he is. Now, I've done videos talking about Kenny and Shawn and why, as great as it will be for Shawn to join Cobra Kai, and it will be awesome, and it'll be like, he's a perfect fit. Just speaking about it in terms of him being an older brother, from an older brother perspective, I don't think Shawn's going to like what's happened to Kenny one bit. He's going to see it as, Kenny, you're supposed to be the one that's better than me. And Robbie even said it himself. He said it to Kenny. He said, you got to be smarter than me and your brother. And I don't think Shawn's going to appreciate the fact that Kenny's now turned into this violent little monster. And it's heartbreaking. If you haven't seen my video on Kenny's transformation, go check that out. But essentially, in that video, I talk a little bit about how this sweet kid who had all this potential, you know, and still has this potential, it is now in question by his next future choices. And with Kenny being the centerpiece, and Kenny's sort of perception of someone like Hawk, for instance, this really brings me into my topic, is I think we could be gearing up for a Hawk and Shawn rivalry. Now, whether it lasts long, I don't know. Do I think it will last long? Not really. But I think it will provide Eli a very, very good opportunity to prove himself as champion. Now, he's hidden from the trailer, and as I've said in previous videos, that's not a cause for concern. We shouldn't be flipping out going, where's Eli? Because, you know, sorry if I blew your ears off there, because essentially that's what they do every season to hide the fact that, you know, there's something in store for him. Now, at the Comic-Con, his hairstyle was alluded to, and I don't know if they're going to reveal any of that in the trailer, and I've been asked this, do I think he'll grow it back? Of course. I think Hawk will grow, or Eli, sorry, will grow his mohawk back. Maybe he'll start growing it this season and probably have it back by season 6. He'll have it back eventually. It's too significant to not have. But the difference is now he's not attached to it in that way where it doesn't define him quite so literally. But in the context of this video, Shawn and Eli are going to come face to face over a misunderstanding. I'm assuming it could simply be something as simple as Shawn gets out, he wonders what's happened, Robbie's nowhere to be seen, and then he gets the update on what's happened to Kenny. And then Kenny says, oh yeah, this guy was one of the people that was harassing me. And now obviously Robbie being out the valley at this point is not there to defend his case. He's not there to say, hey, Shawn, whoa, even I got it wrong. It wasn't Eli and them lot who were bullying Kenny. It was Anthony that, I mean, you know, that'll be another arc. But it was Anthony that was doing it. It wasn't Eli at all and these guys. And, you know, I led an attack to shave his hair off. It's those little amounts of context that Shawn will be missing. And as I said, you can go right back to season 1. How many instances are there where there is poor communication, misunderstanding, and perception that causes a new rivalry? Hell, we just had it with Kenny and Anthony, where two sides of the same coin, you know, one through social pressure and one through being a, you know, new kid at school pretty much. A new rivalry has formed there. And I'm in the firm belief, in season 4, they dropped the little line of, Kenny said he was just defending me. With him gone, I've got no one. They put all that stuff there for a reason. I don't think Shawn is going to be an out-and-out villain. I think the minute Robbie explains the situation to him, things will become clear. But I think there will be a little window of time where Hawk and Shawn could take center stage at the Valley. The reason is, Sam's got her own conflict to deal with. Tori's got her own arc to deal with. Robbie and Miguel have got their arcs to deal with. And Hawk, I think, is going to have an arc very similar to Rocky 3, where it was like Clubber Lang going up to Rocky at the conference or the outside thing, and he was, you know, throwing verbal barbs at Adrian, and that sparked Rocky into a fight. Now maybe this could be how Shawn comes in, is maybe Shawn starts antagonizing Eli, and Eli's like, hey, whoa, what's your deal? And because there's no context that either one of them two can give to the other, it's going to result in a fight. Now, again, I don't know how long this is going to play out, but if I was a betting dude, I'd say it'll probably play out this season, no longer. And it's just going to be interesting because spiritually, mentally, Season 4 destroyed Hawk. It absolutely destroyed him. I think this season, let's test him physically again. Let's see, physically, can he handle someone that is much bigger than he is? And this is sort of what Robbie went through in Season 3, where Shawn, with little to no training, you got to give credit where credit's due. Like in an out-and-out fight, Robbie or Eli would absolutely decimate Shawn. But in the context of Juvie, Shawn threw Robbie around like a complete ragdoll. He was throwing him around like a teddy bear. And that could pay sort of a reversal where Hawk was fighting Brooks. Maybe it's a similar fight like that, but this time with someone that can quite happily throw down. And I think we're going to get some intense fights between these two. And I think Shawn is too much. He's too good of a character to not bring into the fold. He's too good of a character to waste just, you know, having him in Juvie and in the Slammer. And physically, we've seen he can throw down with the best. Now, will he beat the best? No, that's not his character. But I do think there is an element to Shawn where he could physically test Eli in this situation. And adding on to that, I've talked about this many times before, but I think Shawn and Kenny are destined to join the good side. I don't think they're going to spend any longer in Cobra Kai than they need to. And the reason I think this is Silver has a plethora of dojos now, with a plethora of students. I want all the kids and teenagers and adults that we care about to be on the one side against one united threat. The signs are pointing to Cobra Kai's endgame now. I know no one wants to hear it, but it's what... Like, if you sort of understand storytelling, that's where they're going. All the seeds are now being planted to tie up this story. And whether it's in Season 6 or in Season 7, it's anyone's guess. But I wouldn't say the show's got any longer than Season 7 in it. And I think we're approaching that endgame mark. We're really building into that territory. But guys and girls, I've rambled on long enough. Jump down in the comment section below. Let me know if you agree with any of the points I raised. Let me know if this is something you'd like to see play out. How would you have it play out? Is there any element to this where you're like, you know what, no, we don't need any more rivalries? And I get it, but like as I said, this is just literally a mini rivalry. This won't last anything longer than this season, while Miguel and Robbie sort their stuff out and Sam and Tori sort their stuff out. But we're marching forward to 8K already. Guys and girls, I'll see you in another video soon. Peace.